In today's video, we'll learn the secret of success. With formal jobs increasingly becoming less promising, most people are going into self-employment. However, there is something most aspiring self-employed people fail to understand, that to succeed at self-employment, you need to apply some two important secrets. Number one, core talents. Very few careers go precisely as planned. We get pushed this way by economic ups and downs, bosses, office politics, and rapid technological changes that suddenly make a once valued skill obsolete. All of these forces are beyond our control. That often is what finally drives many of us to self-employment. We're seeking a little control over our destiny. There is one thing, however, that no bad economy, lousy boss, toxic workplace, or technology evolution can affect: your core talents. And it is these talents that will determine your success as a solopreneur. Surprisingly, many people haven't even taken the time to analyze their core talents, and as a result, aren't prepared to communicate their value to would-be clients or customers. Of course, some of us know one or more of our core talents from an early age. For example, I learned from grade school that I could write. I excelled at essay tests and never saw anything other than an A in English. I am sure that it was no shock to anyone who knew me as a kid that I ended up as a writer. If you think back, you will know that at least one of your core talents was apparent very early on. What was it, and will you be using that talent when you're self-employed? Like my writing, will it be at the heart of your business? If not, why won't it? What core talents have you discovered as your career has progressed? And how will you be leveraging those talents to move your new business forward? Here's the thing about core talents. No matter what ups and downs you face in your work life, your core talents don't disappear or become less valuable. While the world as we know it today has shifted significantly with the advent of the internet, writing talent, for instance, is no less valuable now than before. If anything, it has become more valuable because the number of uses a client can have for this talent has increased. Sure, some of your skills or knowledge may become outdated due to technological advances, and you will have to gain new knowledge and skills. But your core talents, those things that really and truly make you valuable to your customers or clients, don't change. Is one of your core talents problem solving or relationship building? Or you have an innate ability to bring together disparate pieces of knowledge and ideas to create something new, in other words, to innovate. You need to think about the things you could produce. Are there other people in the world making money from this thing or something similar? Who are they? How do they do it? Find out about them. Google them and research them on the internet. How did they start? How did they get their break? How does their idea work? How do they make their money? Is there a book by or about them that might tell you more about what they do and how they came to do it? Could you go and work for them to learn the ropes? Could you set up something comparable yourself? Are there deficiencies in what they do that your version of the idea could improve? Could you do something on the internet that would make money from this thing that you most like to do? Whatever your core talents are, they should be the centerpiece of your new business. If they aren't, you will find yourself frustrated. I'm not suggesting that you do not have to do boring things if you become self-employed. We all do. No line of work is an endless series of joyous experiences day in and day out. But if you haven't identified your core talents and aren't focusing on them as you choose the type of business you want to have, chances are you won't be successful. So gain control over your destiny, assess your core talents, and make them work for you. It's no use saying, I just want to have loads of money. That won't work. Instead, it would help if you built a real picture that you can almost see in front of you. Use your core talents to pursue the path to real wealth. Number two, core connections. The second key component of your success in self-employment will be your core connections. In every successful small business owner's life, someone has reached out a helping hand at a critical moment. There is usually also someone who is consistently supportive, always willing to listen when things are challenging and cheers when great things happen. These people are core connections. They are the people who truly have helped us achieve success. Your list of core connections will evolve over your self-employment, but it is a good idea to start by identifying the people you already know who can support your success. You will want to figure out how you can support them in return. Within your core connection, you will find people who will constantly send you referrals or are willing to take the time to provide good advice when you need it. These people will ask you tough questions when needed and give you that reality check we sometimes all need. They point out your strengths when you're too humble in a proposal. They listen and advise when disaster looms. Sometimes they may even offer to open their checkbook to save you from a pressing crisis. Do you have people who fit that description? I hope you do. You will likely recognize a potential core connection fairly soon after you meet. It's almost like a separated at birth thing. You quickly recognize someone who could be a true ally or a kindred spirit. At least that's how it is for most people. I hope you already know who your core connections are and you're holding them close. Self-employment is tough stuff in the best of times. And in the worst of times, like the Great Recession, you need grit, ingenuity, and a solid support system to make it through. It's almost impossible to do it alone. We all need someone looking out for our interests or with whom we can be 100% honest when things are not working. For this reason, when you find your core connections, make sure they have plenty of reasons to feel about you like you think of them, that they couldn't do it without you. Never become so busy that you don't take time to check in frequently with these people. These are relationships you simply can't afford to lose. They are the keys to your success, talents, and values. The best thing about these relationships is that they inevitably become about so much more than just business. Now you know the secrets to success in self-employment. Go out there and shine.